All right, I'm here. Hello. Hi, Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. WNBC. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world of toys. Hi from Ukraine. Hi, Ukraine. I'm from Serbia. Nice. Welcome. Hello. We got a box. What's in the box? Maybe nothing. Or maybe everything. The box of possibility. Or, if you prefer, the sphere of possibility. Or, if you're a freak, the one point of possibility. Boing! Like that. Just take the 1 point and point it around. I like this that I've been doing lately, like so. It's certainly the hard way of doing things, but it makes me feel more powerful, which I think should be the point. Anyway, what are we working on? Something or nothing? Everything's gone. Let's do let's start this poll. What do we make a puppet of? No, you know, nothing original right now. We're just having fun. We're just screwing around. Here, I've made a few poll what do you call it? I made a few candidates. Should I work on Buzz, Woody, Miss Piggy, or Star Fox? I can do any of those in a stream. Could start it off as a box. Oh. Will Andy pick me? Don't count on it! Yeah, sorry, Woody. It looks like "don't count on it" is on the table. He needs to get over it. I can't believe fucking 4 movies in and he's still not over it. He was supposed to be over it. Well, maybe not. I guess at the end of the first movie, he realizes that Andy really did miss him. But what's the moral of the 4th movie? That his kid doesn't actually like him and he was right to leave? It doesn't matter how much we're played with. What matters is that we're here for Andy when he needs us. Which I guess just like was a lie. Like one of those lies a leader has to tell you. Woody has never steered us wrong before. I'm making Woody anyway. Like, this looks like him. Actually, it looks like Star Fox is winning. Here, I'll save you for later. I think the plan is to eventually make all of these anyway, so I'll come back to this and laugh when I see how little is done on Woody. I'm glad you picked Star Fox because I already began like a few months ago. There's a lot to do on this though. It's a little crumby, as Holden Caulfield would say. A little crumby. Like, crummy is usually spelled C-R-U-M-M-Y, but that book was written in like the 50s, so maybe people spelled it like crumby back then. Everything was so crumby to him. Poor kid. I mean, I guess he got the help he needed. That's the happy ending of Catcher in the Rye that we don't talk about. That he got to go to a therapist finally, or maybe even like got admitted to a mental hospital. He found someone who would listen. Look, I'm not really that well read, but they forced us to read all this significant literature in college. You've got a good energy about you today. You seem vibrant. All right, I'm gonna end this poll because it's in the way. I can see my chat. You must sculpt Al from Toy Story 2. As funny as that would be, I don't know what the point would be either. I think having Buzz and Woody to talk to each other sounds fun, but I don't know about Al. Al is such a disgrace. I can't believe he didn't, oh gosh. Oh my. I can't believe he didn't get the treatment by the end of that movie. You know, like what they did to Sid. They came alive in front of him. Al should have gotten that too. He should have gotten a lifelong fear of toys and enacting their revenge against him. Because that's I don't know. I guess he did the opposite though of what Sid would do. He didn't take them apart. He would fix them, but also like kind of kill them in some other way. It's like Woody ceases to be a toy with Al. He becomes a collector's item, something that is never played with again, something that you're never going to see again. He goes into a museum and you never see him again. So it's like he wouldn't murder him the same way Sid does, but he kind of in a different way, he takes away his toyhood. You know, it's like killing his spirit. Does Al sculpt models yet? Or does AI sculpt models yet? You can make Fox and pit him against his prompted counterpart. Oh shit. Accidentally almost stopped streaming. Whoops. You ever just like accidentally click somewhere? It was like a millimeter off. Phew. I still have no idea who said it, but I still think about all the time that if you're making a 3D model, you have to move every single vertex into place. I don't know. I was watching Slava do some modeling, and you know, he was watching me do some modeling and told me all the ways I could do this or that easier. So, I might be picking an unnecessarily difficult way of doing things. My name's not Star Fox. Get it right or pay the price. AI can do models, yeah. The 2 Minute Papers guy made a video on that a while ago. That was like 2 years ago. It was like, you know, the thing with 2 Minute Papers is that they show you an old version of it, and then they show you the new one. It's like, and then at the end he's like, imagine how much better it will be 2 more papers down the line. What a time to be alive. And like, you know, this is the thing with AI across the board, where it like sucks at something and then it gets a little bit better at it, and then it's like, hey, it only got better because it copied me. And then, you know, that goes on for a while until people forget that it comes back. Look, I'm not above using it, but it frankly hasn't crossed my mind. I think that's even more significant than how I feel about it in principle. The thing is, like, I probably wouldn't want to use those models for anything close up, right? Those models are probably like really cakeous. Like, they look like a fucked up cake, right? You know, like a cake fails or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I could imagine it. It's like if you could use a like a stock asset, then you could use an AI generated one too. It just hasn't crossed my mind, which I'm sort of glad about, because, you know, if I was dabbling in that, I'd probably be criticized for it. And it's weird being criticized for something you didn't even make. for not even making it. I like making it. That's the bottom line. I just like making it. I could commission someone for cheap to make a Fox McCloud model that was 20 times better. That's not the point, though. And if I had him fight that, holy shit, it would make mine look like a pile of crap. But yeah, I think that's comforting to know that what I make is probably still better than AI. Although AI could do a better job on some other metric, just not on the metric I use. Like, I would think that what I make, no matter how greasy, would have more soul. And when something has more soul, there's more to look at. There's just like more to look at. Like, the problem with the AI generated anything is that you look at it for 1 second and then you move on. There's no technique to appreciate. There's nothing to think about while looking at it. You don't see a process. You know, you look at the brush strokes and it's just like looking at a texture on a character model in a video game. It's not actually done by hand. It's not actually painted. What am I doing wrong here? Why can't I move? Ooh. Right, because I have to take my own advice and move every vertex individually.
Starfox. Starfox, your cage is too dirty.
Oh, brother, why is that all the way over there?
Damn it.
Rumplequest would make a fantastic puppet. Sure, I can write that one down too. I have a big list of puppets I want to do, but I didn't put them on the poll because I wanna whoa. Thank you, thank you. Your name's clipped a bit. Hang on. Augustina, I'm Iron. Thank you, Augustina. Thank you very much. We gotta get SpongeBob back. We gotta get SpongeBob back. Shout out to Roger Bumpass, because he did that voice and his name is also funny. It's like Squidward should have been named Bumpass or something. How long did it take before he got that voice? It was like immediately, right? Right, it was like perfect out the gate. They had him even like, he was even better character. It was like he had like the thing with his nose where it would like inflate and deflate while it was laughing. How's Blender working out for you? I really hope that this is the last 3D program I have to learn for the rest of my life, because it is cheap. Sorry, it is free actually. It costs nothing. And it is advanced. It's been under development for a long ass time, and it's taken forever, but it's gotten to the point where it's basically comparable or even better than software that costs thousands of dollars. Like software that you spend $1,000 on every year or more. It could be like 2,000 now. Not looking at a picture of Fox. I wanna make a puppet that kind of resembles the puppets from the box, you know? They had these sick puppets for like the promotional art. Well, I'm looking at the real one. It's already like completely different from mine. I'll you know, I'll make mine a little bit different. It's fine. Just try to make him a little more fox-like. I'm not a... I don't know if I've ever drawn a fox in my life. Oh, whatever. Protoss, you fucking religious aliens. Go fuck yourselves. I want aliens that believe in nothing. Although I guess they have to believe in something. They believe in consumption. Although, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't agree with those aliens. Oh no, they're all just fighting humans. They're the humans, which are, you know, which means wise man. And we're all just like, I don't know. Do you think it's natural for us to be so violent? Do you think it's cool? I don't know. You have these advanced alien races that don't want to do anything besides what we do. I mean, I guess that would be cool for us to have a worthy opponent. That's why we dream about that. We dream about these, you know, kind and compassionate aliens that we can destroy. And then we try to say like, oh, well, they fought back. They're bad. I don't know. I think I would be put in jail for having too much sympathy for the Zerg. I would be put in jail because they would do away with free speech when it's about Zerg. It's like big nope. Nope, nope, nope. Absolutely nope. You know anything about the Zerg? Like, yes I do. And I you're a Zerg lover. No, I'm not a Zerg lover. Like, I would be accused of being a Zerg lover. And I kind of like, I kind of love that. Well, yeah, like anybody who would have strong opinions on the Zerg, unlike the aliens, would be someone who studies them so much that they sort of have a, you know, they have a deeper understanding of them. So you could kind of interpret it as a love. But like the Zerg don't love you. They're not going to be like thanks for if you defend them. I would argue that that fighting the Zerg is just that's just being pushed by the big military complex and the you know the hungry mouths open for the war, you know, the propaganda that drives the arms sales, that drives the it's like they can make a lot of money fighting the Zerg, but it also results in more Zerg. So I would be like, we shouldn't fight them on a big scale because that just like gets them to mutate. That just gets them to fight us more. It just perpetuates the conflict. And people would take that and go on Fox News and call me a Zerg lover. because I don't want perpetual war with Zerg. I don't want to encourage them to like join the arms race and basically beat us at it. Zerg lover. My name's not Starfox. Something looks wrong. Maybe I should, cause like I want to try fur. I might need to lessen the volume of his head a bit. Although I did a test before with a cat where I did a hybrid of like fur and like face fluff with the mesh. So I might try that again here. Painting like the tiny little hairs on his ears doesn't sound fun. So like there's you know something else you can do. Just make it a texture. Oh, what? His nose is connected? Oh, I see. Yeah, I gotta make the front of his face a different color, but I might make that part of the texture instead, because it's not really like a clean. Although I guess I could maybe just like move these. Can I move these like that to do it like that? Wait. Or like this. Yeah, let me just do a texture. He needs eyelashes. Like I'm like yawning the theme. Something fun about this new setup I have is well, I was kind of designing these characters before to not need to move their eyes because I couldn't, but now I can. I can make them blink. I can make them look left and right and up and down. I can do a bunch of stuff that I couldn't before, so it's less like a hand puppet and more like an animatronic now. But it's all on the same controller. I got this. It's like the trackpad, which I use for mouth shapes, and then this, which is the trigger, which I use for the mouth opening and closing. and then the whole stick is tracked in space, so I just rotate it like that to move the character around. I made that video about how I did it. If you want to check it out. I don't know. I'm a little proud of myself for that. I think I'm giving myself a pat on the back for all the work I've done making this cool fucking mocap stuff. But something this cool is too big for just me. So I don't feel that weird telling everyone how the sausage is made. Everybody else needs to give it a shot too. It's too easy, right? Like it makes animation look impossible in comparison, like to just like puppet a character around. I would love to see some other people. Well, they would also have to be inspired, and can't order that like McDonald's. It's gotta just happen. A Little Shop of Horrors inspired me, but I didn't even watch it when it was new. I watched it like 20, 30 years later. 1986. I wasn't even born. So, like, in 20 years, Dog of Wisdom could inspire somebody. Somebody who didn't even grow up with it. Somebody who discovered it in their 20s. Hey Joe, just watched videos about doing the puppets. Cool thing to see gaming tech being used for other things. Yeah, I have a couple games for this, but that is not the reason I bought it. I bought it for sculpting, and I bought it a long time ago in like 2017, not knowing yet exactly what you could do with the like motion tracking, but sort of having a feeling like, you know, the wheels in my head were turning. I could see the pieces falling into place. And finally, it's taken many years, but finally the software has caught up. Blender is good. Blender is really good now. It's been 10 years, so more than a couple things have changed. We've, you know, changed the operating system a couple times, and it's a brand new PC. So well, it's kind of old now. I could use an even better one. One of the poll choices was Miss Piggy. I would need a massive computer, like a monstrous computer for that to work in real time. It would be like a room-sized computer to calculate all those hair strands. But yeah, I also thought that was cool to use this for art, because that's what I envision it for. You could use it to sculpt, and I'm doing a different kind of 3D modeling now. It's not like it's been replaced with VR. It's just like that is a lot of fun to do 3D sculpting. You just creating by just like painting voxels. AI should be a clippy not a tool to cheat at everything. Yeah, I'm actually making a cartoon kind of about that, where there's like a bonsai buddy type AI character who you know, despite being a malicious software, it still has some use and meaning to you. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Are you going to make a video that uses those noises? Because they would be good and pure. What noises? Let's see. What are people saying? You only really love something if you have it printed on your bed cover. I mean, that's what Toy Story taught us, I guess. If you stop using the bed cover for something, it means you don't love it anymore. I always get a kick out of it when people drop the controller or something and the model malfunctions in real time. I was curious about how you done that Mario one when it was new. I wish I'd known. Hang on, let me move my camera down here. Hi. I wish I'd known the Wiimote could be used that way back then instead of just using it to be bad at golf. You have mocap controls that let you move the eyes and blink? Yep, that's what I said. That's what I mean, I have to set all that stuff up manually, but it's not, you know, it's not the most difficult thing to make a character blink. Whether I'll do it, I haven't decided, but the answer is probably. Let me make a texture for these balls. Yeah, that's true. I can also just make the pupils a texture. I rotated these spheres so I could do that. It doesn't look right. That boy ain't right. Although I think I can also just like, I can make that an image, or I can make a ramp. Try that. Who's got what, like green eyes? Not like that. Can you not do a radial gradient? I mean, I know you can. Feed the gradient texture output to color ramp nodes factor output. All right. Is that here somewhere? Wait. That's color ramp. And then there's something called gradient. Gradient texture. Linear. Spherical. Radial. Let's see. Mix. Cuts it off after that. When was the USB Wii sensor bar even made? What are you talking about? Did those exist? I guess that actually makes a lot of sense because the sensor bar on the Wii didn't sense anything at all. The sensor bar might as well, it could have been plugged into a different Wii and it would have worked. Like you could have plugged that sensor bar into anything. You could have taken the sensor bar, throw it in the garbage, replace it with 2 candles, and that would have worked. You could have done what I did, which I neglected to mention in the video. I actually bought a wireless Wii sensor bar, which let me use it without the Wii at all. But I think I did a couple tests where I needed to use the wired sensor bar, so I had the Wii had to be on, but it was doing nothing. All it was doing was powering the sensor bar. So it makes sense that a USB sensor bar would work because all it needs is power. So you can plug that into one of the Wii's USB ports. The sensor bar port was a different type. Infrared, be like, yeah, it's just infrared. It works the exact same way as like a TV remote. It just shoots light at you while you're playing. And you know, they were pretty smart about the marketing. They didn't mention at all that the camera was not in the sensor bar, but in the controller. I don't know why they didn't mention that, though. It's kind of cooler somehow. I think maybe that's what not mentioning it does. It makes it cooler later. There was a guy who he developed some homebrew apps. I remember seeing his videos a really long time ago. But it was awesome. It was like stuff that they never even stuff that they never even did on the Wii that you could do with it. Like he got I did this too. I went to the hardware store and I bought some reflective what do you call it? It's just like reflective tape. It's stuff that looks kind of like a bike's reflector, like on a car, that you just stick on something. And yeah, like if you're doing like a weird setup where you need to be throwing light and capturing it, then you could use that sticky reflective stuff to reflect it back. And he took a scissors, cut it up, put a couple of the stickies on his fingers, and then he just like controlled the Wii with his hands like Tony Stark. It was really awesome. Of course, it was just a test. I don't know. I think you can download it, but saying it up yourself is probably not as fun as in practice, because it was just a test. But you know, imagine if you gotten used to something like that. You could create a whole new like instrument, just like play a gigatheremin or whatever you could come up with. You could play a virtual drum kit or piano with that, or you could puppet a character like what I do. You could make a marionette if the Wii could process something like that. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to my work right now. I found a forum thread that explains what to do about the thing. But I think I'm just gonna give up for now. Something wrong with this guy. I don't know what it is exactly. I think his head is like rotated up too much. And then he's got like a helmet that's designed for like a fox. How come when I look up Star Fox helmet, I get Star Wars stuff? I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like, don't look up Star Fox helmet. Just look up Star Fox and you'll get like 3 million pictures of him with the helmet. Oh, and he's got like a mohawk? It's like a mohawk in some of these, and it's a piece of helmet in others. He's not wearing the helmet sometimes. Did he not wear it in Star Fox Adventures? Maybe he doesn't wear it when he's not in space. Star Fox Mario, like, let me look at the like Mario movie Star Fox design. Yeah, he's got like the mohawk, but no, wait, Ugh, these images are all clipped. Okay, yeah, he's got both the mohawk and he's got like the helmet. But there's like almost no images of. Wait, here's an image of the back of his head. Okay, I think I see. It's like it's almost like a buckle. Like there's like a central thing which goes up and then left and right. All right. I don't fully understand this object, but I'm going to make the basics of it. on the N64, it just looked like this. This is gonna be like the Mickey Mouse pancake. It's like, oh boy, Star Fox, and then you see it and start crying. Hey guys, I'm Star Fox. Guys, where are we going? He's got some pretty thick eyebrows. I think that's the reason mine looks so bad. He doesn't have eyebrows. I mean, there's a few reasons. I think his mouth can extend a little more. Now, Earthbound. That's a game I think I could draw. I made so many drawings of like the Starman and like Mr. Saturn or whatever in my notebooks. I made 3D models. I'm sure you could still find them. They're probably still up. Like images that I made in like 2001. You could look up Starman Deluxe by Yuki Nojo and find it. I was working in 3ds Max and I was like 12. But was how I spent my summers. Just trying to learn how to make art. Trying to relate to other Earthbound fans. through fan art. It's so weird. It's so weird when I see like fandom stuff, like people being like, I swear I'm leaving this community. I can't even imagine. I mean, like, I guess I imagine, I guess, you know, at some point I couldn't just like hang out on an Earthbound forum my whole life, but I was never like, I'm leaving the the fandom. I don't think that stuff leaves. That stuff should die with you. Like, you don't stop loving something like that. I don't know why, but I get a kick out of building an object from a single atom like this. It's like, if your fan devotion really just comes down to like, I don't know, some form of clout chase, then yeah, you're gonna be like, I'm quitting this fandom as if it were a job. Alright, let's try. I just giving him on these polygons that. Mm. I'm leaving the Joe community. Joe, when you first started working with Blender, how old were you? Did you ever feel overwhelmed with the size of the directory for tools for the program? I got extremely overwhelmed. How old was I? I was like 30. And I had, you know, by the time I'd gotten to Blender, I'd already been, I'd already mastered, like, I don't know, 5 other similar software in my life. So to have to learn another one was extremely annoying. And I'm sorry to say that even with all the experience under my belt of all those other programs, it was still a huge hassle to get acquainted with Blender. But that was 7 years ago, and it feels like an eternity now. Blender is just as good or better than Maya was. And I never looked back, darling. I opened it the other day, and well, it's weird how much time has passed. That was Maya 2014 that I opened up. This is an old motherfucking program. And well, you know, Blender is okay. He's starting to look more like himself now. There's something wrong with his proportions, though. Been saved by Fox. Oh, swell. You know how if you blow air at a dog, it tries to eat it? Imagine Star Fox doing that. Wow, that's pretty cute. The idea that that could be like an interactive thing with the dog. If you wanted to, you know, if you wanted to have like a live performance, maybe with people on webcam, they could blow at the dog and the dog could go like... Well, something I would like to figure out, maybe if I can get like physics or something, is setting something up to give the dog a treat. You know, I would love it if I could have the dog eat something. That's well, you know, I have been talking to the developer of VR Puppetry. He asked me for suggestions, so I'm gonna help develop it with him. You know, just by using it, by giving him ideas. Like, I already submitted a bug report and it's already gotten fixed. So you know, I'm not just really happy to have the program for my personal use. I'm also really proud to be affecting it with using it, because it is a very new program. And it needs a ton of extra features. You know, I'm all for continuing its development, because imagine if it had Vive tracker support. What I could do is I could take one of my Vive trackers. This is not it, but pretend this is it. I could tape it to my head and puppet my characters with my hands while the thing is also tracking my head. They're over there in the closet, but they're not charged, but I haven't really used them for anything, actually. The Vive trackers I bought a few years ago. I mean, this is, you know, this isn't that ugly. It's coming along. It's making some progress. Here, let me add a bump map now. Yeah, I could also just do this, where I paint the eye individually. I'll make this part. I could even, like, if you're any animation fans here, you could add an emissive to the eyes, which is like in a cartoon. When they're in the dark, the eyes are glowing. Yeah, get rid of that. Maybe add like a little bit of depth to it so it like sticks out. Yeah, but that's like too much. Less. Then the sclera, I think, also comes out a bit. Oh. So yeah. Sorry, that was a while ago, but what the hell is going on here? He's perfect. Oh no, he's not. I was so embarrassed thinking that you'd come in here and see me working on this. Cause I don't think I've ever drawn him once in my life. Okay, now it just sounds like I'm bragging. I'm still working on him, but yeah, I mentioned to you a while ago that I was thinking like somebody should make 3D models of those realistic puppets. And you know, this isn't good enough to be that, but I'm doing my best. Good, that means he'll be straight from your inner art brain. Yeah, that's true. I always think that is more interesting with fan art when they kind of draw it badly from memory. Yeah, like Miyamoto was talking about this once. He was like sad because everybody drew Mario perfectly on model. And he was saying like, I miss when everyone drew him how they thought he looked. And there was kind of like a time when you were allowed to misinterpret Mario in some of the official stuff, and that's not really allowed now. He's not. You're not allowed to make a game like Paper Mario, where it's like he's off model and there's all these new ideas. The Paper Mario games were kind of toned down. They at some point started getting more like, I don't know. I'm sure the lawyers came in and told them to stop doing that. It's like, oh yeah, you for some reason, this was like 5 years ago. For some reason, there was a news article that was saying like Mario characters cannot be created or destroyed or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. I think that's always fun when like you see kind of like somebody's like personal biases, what their brain remembered. It's not always what they chose. Sometimes it's what their brain chose. You know, an impression. It's a dream of mine to remake them as animatronics with fur and stuff. Oh man, that'd be so sick. I was I don't know if you saw my new video, but like I was thinking about Jim Henson's early tests with digital puppets. They called them Waldos because they were based off of what they were doing with animatronics, using a thing called an electronic mitten to puppet them. So I'm wondering if you could do something like this, like if you could actually control an animatronic now with something like a VR, like a Vive controller, because it seems like it would probably work. It would understand some of what you're doing at least. it's got an infinite range of motion. You know, you could throw this up and rotate it, and your puppet might freak out if you do that. Yeah, the teeth I have problems with. I'd use Arduino with servos. Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, yeah. I haven't done any of that myself, but I remember seeing that before. Little robots using just like little controllers. I remember the first house I lived in Pittsburgh was it was like a house of engineers who were working on little robot projects. So after they left, it was just like battery city in that house. It was like a giant box of batteries that was so big that I never used them, and they just went bad. I think they were teaching how to do that at one of the camps I taught at. But I never taught that class, so I don't know how to do it. I'm sure though with the technology, I'd be able to learn it just like how I learned how to puppet the Blender stuff. When's the next Dog of Wisdom? Well, I'm not working on it today, so it's not coming later today or anything. But yeah, I did a poll, and I was like, what puppet should I work on? Should I work on Buzz, Woody, Miss Piggy, or Star Fox? And they chose Star Fox. Miss Piggy is gonna be a real challenge. I have no idea. I would probably need like a better computer for all of that calculation. It's like one of the things that makes that such a great puppet is the hair, and for me that's still a limitation. I don't know if I can really get such fabulous hair. I'm thinking of doing a sequel to the Fox Stays in the Picture, where it's the Mario Galaxy after party. Bowser sits with Fox and apologizes for being against him acting in the movie, and Fox goes out to the balcony to try and smooth things out with Rosalina. I'd like to do my own versions of a bunch of the different characters that were in the movie. I remember you describing a scene with Fox and Samus. I think about that sometimes. What I'm doing here is like a hybrid between, you know, this right now he looks like he's like made of cement or something, but I'm trying to do like a hybrid of bump and fur just to save some resources and have it look half decent when zoomed out about this much. It's here, I can show you the last experiment I did with that. Was it this one? Might have been this. No. This is different cat. I had a cat. Cat 3 blend. Yeah, I think it was this one. Although this one's taking up a ton of resources. But yeah, this was a test I did. It's fur, but it's also got like, it's also kind of like a conservative amount of fur. If you turn off the bump map, you can kind of tell. You can kind of, that's a very shiny cat for some reason. But yeah, if you just like change his material to, I don't know, like a blank material, then you can see how his fur is kind of sparse compared to like a character that would be fully covered in fur. So what I was thinking for Fox is that he would look kind of like this. You know, it looks bad if you zoom in, but from far away it looks good. This isn't a puppet. It's just a model. It was a test I was making. And then I did like an even more economic version of that so that I could fit 2 cats at the same time. You can tell they're like, they got the same sparseness, but then when their texture loads, you can't really tell from far away. Looks pretty bad close up. It's actually kind of a nightmare. But then, you know, when it's all in motion, I mean, this actually doesn't look that good. There might be a more recent one, or maybe I just had it zoomed out even more. Either way, that's what I'm going for with Fox. And probably keep him low poly like this. Look kind of like the first Star Fox game. You could try the fur method they use for Fox and Adventures. So I still don't know how to do that. It's called Shells and Fins. You might be able to find, there might be a like a version of it on itch that you could download for Blender, or maybe I already did. I might have already done that actually, and I just haven't messed with it. Record the movements in low res mode, then render it out with 10 times the fur. Yeah, that's what I can do now that I have VR puppetry. That I don't need to do it all. Well, like if I was streaming this, like if I was streaming you talking to the character, that would be the best you could really get live. So there would be like a live version and then a rendered version that differ in minor ways. See, how would I do this fur? I already got a particle system. I'm like Professor Farnsworth. I already do these things and then just forget. But this one's mangled because I added to the model, so I can't use it anyway. I mean, I could try a fur simulation now, but I might end up deleting it if I keep adding to the model. You know, try a really small one. It's like a layer of dots that's duplicated out to make a straight, fake strands of hair or fur. Right. It's the kind of thing that you would have seen on the fuzzy bees in Mario Galaxy. The Mario Galaxy 2 had like a fuzzy bee, which had it was also in the first game. There was a mole. There's a bunch of little examples of just like a fluffy little thing. And that was done with a technique called shells and fins. If you ever go on, my favorite is if you ever go on VR chat and someone's got a big fluffy tail. That's the same technique. It's really cute. Just don't put your face into it or you might crash your computer. I'll be right back. He looks like Fox McCloud. Well, that's just a coincidence. He's my original character, Blocks McBloud. I considered making a Blonic puppet. I didn't remember to do that though. That's what it's called. Yep, that's what I said. Shells and fins. It's like what it sounds like. It's like you have an object, right? And then it kind of like makes like a faded, extruded, outwardly extruded version of the object to kind of simulate the like soft fall off of a of like the fur strands. And then it has fins, which, like, you know, like a fish, the fins are kind of just like set around so that, like, you know, when you get close enough you can tell, but from far away it really just looks like a furry creature. That's a technique that they use extensively in video games and other live performed things like what I'm doing. Blandros. We have to stop Blandros. Box, dude, I need a shave. I've been shaved by Fox. How swell. All right. How should I do this here? I guess I will create a second particle system. Let's make a UV, not a UV. Let's make a vertex group. Can I paint bucket this? Like set weight? How do I do that again? Am I misremembering that you can like select objects by material and then just like set how much weight and the planes have. Vertex, maybe it's up here. Face. I mean, I could also just paint it. Paint it like a human artist. Computer. Do. Apply weights. Oh, thank you. Yeah, where is it? Mesh weights. Oh. Ugh. I'll go wait. See you later on the Discord. Have a good one, dude. See you later. Na 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 na. Ba ba ba. Yeah, don't paint the nose. Don't paint the inside of the mouth, just paint the muzzle. Paint the white parts. Right. Gotta end the stream before Thingus time. That's not for a couple hours. I feel like, you know, doing this is such a huge pain. Doing fur, I'm getting used to it little by little. But, you know, since it's connected to stuff like weight paints, something you'll never get used to. It's a little rough. But like my job is this. Can I really complain? Yes. Yes, I can. Because complaining is also my job. So like when you're a consumer, when you purchase things and consume things, your job is complaining, right? I'm realizing this just now. It's like if you bought something and it's not right, they gave you the wrong thing, or you want to return it for any other reason, your job is complaining. Yeah, that's true. I can even make... Oh, yes, like that. Oh, that might come out really cute if the fur is like really short there. I really wanted to try making Pepper covered in fur, but it just was too hard. I'm not that happy. Like, I love Blender, but I'm not really that happy with the way that the textures transferred over from the last program. So I really should retexture Pepper. She's a little bit too plasticky, a little shiny looking. What was I doing? Oh yeah, call this muzzle. And then make another one for just like fur. And then I guess take it off of the face and the mouth and the nose. And these eyelids. I don't need fur there. Oh, but the eyebrows should have fur. But they should also be the white, so let me take it off of this. Oh yeah, and sorry, I made the poll Star Fox, not Fox McGod. Not my name. I have a question. What's the video that you got most money off of if you are monetized? I'm sure you are. I think you can take a guess. I think you know. Because the data is really kind of available. You just go to the video and it's got the view count. You know, you sort my videos by popular and it's not even close. Which video do you think? May involve a dog. Yeah, it may be 3 little dogs of 3-1. One had ball, the others had none. Or it could be the video with 95 million views. And yeah, my videos are monetized, although I've been trying to get more patrons lately, because I'm sick of trying to keep up with the expectations that the platform has of us. It's not natural. What feels natural is making the deal with the patron of you support, I make videos, and that feels natural to me. Have you had to fight with YouTube's system? Yeah, I got my whole channel demonetized like several years ago, and it was like a pain in the ass. I had no choice but to try to get a trending viral post going on social media. Everyone told me the same thing, that's all you can fucking do is to make a stink on social media. That's your recourse, is making a stink, is pooping on Twitter, taking a shit. It's like there is no one at the fucking helm. It is an unmanned aircraft. Sucks. Yeah, I've had to fight with YouTube's system. I've had to type out my reasons for why Dog of Wisdom is my video and they don't get to take the monetization from me. What in the goddamn hell is that? Is there a sphere stuck inside him? What the hell is that? It's not there when I... Is it a particle system? Yes. I meant to do that. All right, so now I should have my my UVs, not UVs, sorry, my what is it called? My vertex groups for the particle systems. Name them. They're not UVs, but they're coordinates. Different kind of coordinates. There we go. Now we're talking. He's fluffy. All right. So muzzle, change that to different material. I thought I named them. No, I was an asshole and I did not. For buzz. Wait. Are these actually... Is this actually the eyes? No, because the eyes are emissive. I'm just talking to myself. Maybe I should talk to the viewers. Whoa, you hear that? I made that sound by hitting my... I can't... I'm trying to make it sound like a record scratch. A wicka wicka. Bum. It's in particle settings. Go to muzzle, change it to muzzle, and there's... Alright, so now I just need to customize it. Still grows out of the nose. Still grows inside the mouth. Like, didn't I? Wait, that's... Okay, that's that. Oh, it's still a little bit... I do remember hearing people I've talked to, you know, I won't name the people or the fandoms, but I remember hearing it from multiple people that they would leave fandoms because it got too toxic or sexual with the fan stuff. Yeah. I remember that shit too. I was also on fan sites back then. I was on the same people's fan, like... Alright, I'll just say it. I was on a Powerpuff Girls fan site run by my big sister. And that was a fun place for a kid to hang out. Until it wasn't. Suddenly everything became like really adult. It's like, either you shouldn't be here or I shouldn't. Do I have... I got particle edit. Yeah, it doesn't look quite as insane in particle edit mode. Like, where'd all that should go? Oh, maybe I have to select the right... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna scissors everything that's not supposed to be there. So I'll trim this stuff here. Oh right. Fuck. Here I can do this easily. I can add his mohawk. Just like a little extra of white. Wait. It would be like this. I have to delete it on this one too. Anyway, this is boring. What did we talk about? Talk about how square his hair. It looks like he has square hair. I feel like that was a thing in the 90s because the 3D models were low poly, that like everyone had like square hair. How come they had Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie and not Super Monkey Ball? This is like Sega. It's like, who gives a shit? Just throw everything in. I can also just add a few. That'll do. That'll do, Fox. All right. Just like a barber, you comb it and then you cut it. Right? Imagine animating Sully with all that fur. Oh wait, I did. I already did that. You wouldn't have nothing if you didn't have me. Remember? Remember when I made a cartoon and it made you laugh? Remember when I used to be good and not evil? Remember when I was dating Danielle, a butterfly? And now it's like it's like emotional. I don't know. This game is like the most mixed feelings I could possibly have. Like, Super Paper Mario is the third Paper Mario game, and it has the best aesthetic of all of them. It's got the best aesthetic, but it loses all of the gameplay. It threw out the gameplay to make it more of just like an ordinary platformer, with some pretty cool gimmicks. But like, ugh, the game is evil. The game is satanic. It's just like, I don't know, the things that stick out in my memory are kind of like the bullshit. I don't know if I could wholeheartedly recommend that game, but I do think if you do play it, it's probably the best art style of all of those Paper Mario games. So that's something. That game like inspired me. Like I would like sit there and draw shit that looked like that game. Oh yeah, there's also the white fur in his ears. I have to cut that. He's so scruffy. Gotta fix his muzzle. It's so long, dude. It doesn't... I hate this. It doesn't look like it's that long. And then it just... Ugh. Yeah, I guess I could just, like, get rid of children. Just get rid of your children. Just throw them out the window. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. I could just, you know, make individual hairs instead. Do I have interpolate? Yeah. And it's even making them symmetrical. I can make these strands a little bit longer. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. For some reason that lets you... It only gets wild when you turn on children. Wild child. Oh, maybe it's like doing something. I see. It was expanding as like, ugh. That's actually kind of cool. I need to remember that for later when I need to make super fruffy animals with this. He's so fruffy. He can't even breathe. This is like one of those sad videos. Like you ever see like those heartbreaking TikToks? That's like, he was overgrown and neglected. Then we gave him a shave. I mean, this looks pretty good now, but later I don't know if it's gonna let me live puppet this. And I mean, if it reduces it to the Star Fox frame rate, that's that's fine. That's appropriate. I was thinking about making the money for nothing guys, those like blocky 3D models, but they would run so quickly that it wouldn't look great. So I think I might need to like subdivide the shit out of them. Just you won't be able to tell, but the computer will be struggling to just like old times. That actually looks pretty decent right now. Let's try to do the same thing on the head. Hydration good. What about you? Is that just coffee? You make a good point. I'm only having coffee. I'm not drinking water too. Don't worry, I'll get to it. I'm not feeling too dehydrated just yet. Puppeting, excuse me, puppeting these models seems fun to me. Oh yeah, you should try it. It's something that you can set up at home. Everybody should give it a shot. I didn't invent it. Jim Henson did. Keep my essence contagious. It's okay with me. Keep my essence contagious. It's okay with me. I'm crashing out right now. No one's safe with me. With integrity, these boys still try to hate on me. Dangerously. Wait and see. More blood be spilling. Just paint to me. Etc. There we go. He's coming along. Oh, I don't know what happened to his eyelid. Terrified to think that I need to symmetrize him now, because then I'll probably have to redo the whole entire everything. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Well, luckily, there's no hair growing out of his eyes. I need a little bit more light in my scene. Hmm. Yeah, I want to bring his eyelids up. I think that would make it look a little bit better. Yeah, why is this not moving too? Did I just like delete that? Maybe. No, don't delete that because still might animate the lids blinking. Haven't ruled that out just yet. Why no workathon? Oh, it's because there's like a duplicate of that. Look, he's a McDonald's employee. Oh, what's going on over here? It's patchy. Ugh. I don't want these to be so short. Oh wait, I do actually want it to be pretty short here. I mean, I also could just delete it there. That's right. I could just have nothing, where it's really short. The eyebrows too. Don't need any hairs on his eye. That kind of just like sticks out like a sore thumb. Hmm. Could just get rid of it entirely. I guess that's an option. Make it so there's no fur on that layer. It's just a texture. Change it so there's more distortion. See, now it's even more fur-like. That's, you know, that's one option. All right. I have about 2 hours before I go. Maybe that's enough time to get him going. Um. Should I make his whole body or just the just what you could see from the shoulders up? I'll give him his body. I'll give him his robotic legs. I'll give him his iconic hands at his sides pose. Give him his shiny metallic space vest or whatever. He's got like a pilot jacket, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Let's make his thingy on his neck. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what that is. A scarf? A kerchief? Gets cold in space. I mean, you know, seeing as there's room for interpretation, I could just like turn it into something else if I want. What should this be? This was something I used to do when I was younger. I would make legs like this in 3D, and later when I went to college, I learned that you should never make five-sided polys like this. So I suppose now I can unlearn it. That was years ago. Now, I think what I'll do is this. Hmm. Let's see. He's got an orange thing, a black thing, a red thing, a silver thing. There's a lot going on here. I hope I can finish this dude in time. He doesn't need that much going on. I don't need him to have eyelids desperately. But, do need those robotic legs. I just want those robotic legs. Please. I'll pay any price. Just a peek at those robotic feet. Yeah, so from what I understand, Star Fox had his legs removed so that he could withstand the like G-forces of space flight. But then, like, I don't know, 3 months later, they tell him that they invented a G diffuser that makes it so you don't need robotic legs anymore. So he's like, all right, I'll just get my old legs back. Nah, I just made that up. Although it does feel like that's what happened. I just have a feeling. Yeah, I don't know. They look fine to me. I gotcha, orange. Let me smash. Please. I gotcha, black. Let me smash. Please. Beckett. Let me smash. Oh, gotta do that again. Merge by distance. I gotcha, Silva. Bitches love Silva. Please. Let me smash. I've never tried this. How about adding a little bit of a bump map? Make it look a little bit weathered. I gotcha, bump. Let me smash. I gotcha, rust. It's like all crundus now. Can see the polys too well. Yeah, try that. That's it. Now we're cooking. Now we're talking business. Let me smash. Please. It looks like Goku. He also like he's got like a what I got. He's got a little microphone on his face. Talk to Andros while he's killing him. I gotcha, triangle. Please. Becca. Let me smash. That video, by the way, is of two male birds of the same species. I thought that was really strange but interesting that there's that Let Me Smash vid where, you know, the joke is that the girl bird is uninterested no matter how many sticks he gets. But I was reading the real thing that was going on in that video is they're two birds, two males of the same species that just happen to look really different from each other. And the black one is destroying the nest. And it's like a dominance thing. It's not trying to woo that smaller bird. It's trying to say like, hey, this is my territory, get lost. But like the video makes it like he's the boy and she's the girl, and he's like desperate to mate. Becky, please let me smash. I don't have too much time left, but I still got a cup of coffee. Oh my god, he looks like Goku. Silly looking. Give a little bit of a roughness to this as well. Wanna. Like, these are so low poly that you can see the polys even when it's smoothed. Oh, this is how far away it'll be, so you might not see it. Oh my god, but look at the shadows. It's obvious. I think that's only when... Yeah, it's only when it's got the... No, it's not. You can see it elsewhere, but look how it makes it worse when you add the bump. Alright, I could do this. I can take this atom and just go like this. Then just, well, put on wireframe. Oh, there are no other polys. Okay. I'll align them with what's there and then make more. Uh-oh. Really strange. That's also strange. Might need to do something drastic. Delete. vertexes. I guess it doesn't really matter since the probably won't even see that part anyway. Still feels kind of odd. Anyway, this ends right here, so boy, why you so square? That's some big talk for someone named Rip Van Winkle fan. You're a fan of a guy who sleeps for his entire life. Here, watch this banana. I'm gonna go like crack. I should have left it one peel. That way it's easier to throw away. I'm like Rafiki with my banana. Crack my banana open up high where everyone can see me do it. Why? I don't know. It's all he does is hold things up to make them seem important. It's like his job. The restoration of the puppets that were eaten by Godzilla. That article was so misleading. It made it sound like they destroyed those puppets to make Godzilla, or that Godzilla ate them. It made me think of like Bambi versus Godzilla, where Godzilla crushes him with a giant foot. I mean, it made perfect sense why those models were destroyed. They were made from cheap materials. You know, it's like a Olaf cake. Where is it now? It's gone. It was a cake. Those puppets were a work of art. And now they're not art. Now the photo of them is all that's left. Get over it. Well, obviously, I'm not over it. Those puppets rule. But the fact that they were destroyed makes it even cooler somehow. It's like, I keep seeing videos of like, pictures of old puppets that are like, where are they now? Like, are you seriously wondering where the old Rankin and Bass puppets and like what they're doing with their retirement? Dude, they were Toy Story 3'd. They were thrown into an incinerator. They were 80% asbestos and lead, and they polluted the ground soil. The wooden Rango and bass pellets were turned into 2,600 toothpicks. This is so disgusting, laughing with banana in my mouth. Hey, Stumpy. Stumpy winks. Anyway, let's keep working on Fox. What's up, kitten? Are you the sweet cute? Oh, mega. He's a lick lion. He's a Homer Chimpstone. I better wash this hand. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's Bumble Crumbus. He's the Burger Meister Burger. Where is he now? Why did they take him from us? It's like, you know, these YouTubers are like What tragedy that they didn't take good care of these puppets. It's like, well, it was a big fucking company that had all this stuff made. And, you know, preservation of these old puppets doesn't make them money. So whether they're preserved forever or not depends on a lot of those people's decisions. I didn't do World of Warcraft. I played Maple Story. I loved Maple Story back in the day. Now it's 3D! Vomit! Wow. I had no idea you played Maple Story. Yeah, it seemed what it looked like after they made 3D. So sad! Look what they did! So, you know, that was back in 2010. How about recently? Have they made it great again yet? I saw the other day that there was like a Maple Story like idle game. It's like relive your past. It's basically like cookie clicker. I mean that might actually be a better version of it to play now, since most of the game was just wasting time clicking. Now the computer just clicks for you. And it's still fun, in quotes. I mean, Maple Story was never that good either. It was always just like, kill the enemy, click the thing, get the item, spend real money, waste your life. But you know, it had good music. That's basically all I retain from that game is the music. Got a million layers here. Got a thing to cover up the mistakes of another thing that covers up the mistakes of a different thing. Maybe that's why maybe that's why like there are characters with like too much going on, like a scarf, a hat, a mustache is like too much stuff. Crumple story. That would be a real waste of time. You don't even know waste of time yet. When are they making it great again? Needs to be great-nified. America's beyond saving. Yeah, we need to focus on saving the Lilat system. That's not completely destroyed yet. The Lilat system. That like that narrator has like the same kind of quality in his voice as like welcome from Packard Bell. Welcome from Packard Bell. I'm the dog and I'm really nice. Oh no. Look, he's coy. He's like gonna give you a love letter. There we go. Yeah, that's true. I might not even have to make him like that. I could just pose him in the model itself, right? This is I don't think his don't think his arms are gonna move. Although I could also just make it to give myself the option in case I figure that one out. You're giving him the robot legs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm copying off of the really old design. So he's still got those legs. Yeah, you just take my word for it. I don't have metal legs. But I can see them. I said take my word for it. I like that voice he has in A Fox in Space. It's like, I don't know, like I guess I like that. It sounds like the voice he has in the game, like the first game. Like, I don't know, something about it. He like sounds less heroic, but that's more appropriate. Sounds like a more unlikely hero's voice. Then, you know, he sounds kind of like a superhero sometimes. Hi, I'm Fox. Voiced by Billy West. I'm Fox. Fox McCloud. It's real velour, you know. Come feel my velour bedspread. Yeah. Billy West, I gotta hear more of Billy on the old Howard show. I haven't heard very much of those episodes. It feels like it's crazy that he was even doing that. Like, I guess he was living in New York. And he wasn't really like a famous. Oh no, wait, that was after the cartoons, because they got John Kay in there to make fun of him to torture him. That was after he did like Ren and Stimpy and stuff. It's written in such an authentic way to the original writing of the games. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. You know, reminded me of the you know, it's been so long, barely remember. I'm just like got like flashes of memory of reading the Nintendo Power Star Fox comics. They were in the they would have a bunch. There was a bunch of comics in the Nintendo Power magazine, which at this point has probably been gone since for longer than some of you have been alive. But they had a magazine every month that would tell you what games were coming out for Nintendo. It was a Nintendo like exclusive. It was like only about Nintendo stuff. And they had Metroid comics, they had Mario comics, they had Nestor, whoever that is, and they had these Star Fox comics, and they were badass. And you know, everybody under 40 basically forgot, but it's kind of cool. It's like A Fox in Space is actually for those older people who remember, and anybody else who wants to understand the hubbub. It's like the aesthetic of that, cause like it feels like something that should have been made like 30 years ago. And you know, I'm going bald and people give me shit for being old, but I don't know. Being an old animator is better. You want to be old. because you can make stuff that mattered to you 30 years ago. You could work through your pain of you know, being bullied 30 years ago in something now. It ended in 2012. Oh, brudda. That was a long time ago now. Mr. McSee needs his, like a ascot or something. He needs his Viv. I might not actually finish this today because I only have an hour to go, and there's quite a bit of stuff left to do. I haven't even begun to rig him. Oh no, his teeth are weird. Oops. This part is always so satisfying, applying the subsurface to the teeth. Oh wait, it doesn't reflect unless it's being rendered. Still can barely see it because it's like in the shadows. Here, let me give him his 3-point lighting. If you don't know what 3-point lighting is, observe. If you don't know what 3-point lighting is, I also don't know. Basically you have you have 3 lights in a scene: a key light, a fill light, and a highlight. I think that's what they're called. It's like, you know, basically a light that lights them up, a light that does a little bit more lighting from another angle, and then a light that's basically behind them. So like, you know, you ever saw lighting and it was like, oh, such nice lighting. It was probably like, you know, some shit like this where you had the character is mostly lit by one light, but then like another light fills in some of these shadows like that. And then you have one last light that's kind of like further away, but also adding a lot of light behind them. Yeah, let me start over with the lights. This is an old version. This is 4.1. Let me open it in a newer version of Eevee and see see the difference. Remember when the world ended in 2012? Yeah, I remember the world ending in 2000. I remember the world ending in 2012. I remember the world ending next week. So tired of the world ending. World's always ending. The world is always ending and the world is never right. Oh, swell, I saved my fox. Got like 2 sips of coffee left. Nothing ever happens. I mean, you say that as if you wish it would happen. I don't think I would, you know, I don't think I would ever say it so, like, disappointedly. Like, nothing ever happens. Although, yeah, it's true. Nothing ever happens. They hype it up, and then you're kind of disappointed that the world didn't actually end. Yeah, there you go. There's your highlight. Just like behind them, it's like a little bit strong looking, but it's not supposed to cover the whole character. Just like a little bit, like little glow on them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we over rely on this 3-point lighting. It's not necessary all the time, but you know, try to give him, try to make him handsy boy. How would I do this? It's like, you can also change the color. That's a little too much. Wait. That's so weird. Why is it? Oh, because I wasn't selecting it. But it was selected. How? Maybe I encountered a bug just now. It looks better with no light. Here, let me, yeah, let me delete it and then try to, I'll also make that one last. That one is just giving like a small amount of light. So that one like here might be my desired fill light. See how little it actually does, but then like when you get rid of it, you wanted it there. Okay, this, yeah. Stop doing that. A little further in. Yeah, that how it would look without the fill light. Yeah, I don't know if I even want that. It kind of looks good with the sharper contrast, like that. But then I could do it like this. Make it just have one, maybe just 2 points. Wrong lighting. Here. Could just have 2 points, maybe. How's that? In 2006, I remember seeing Christian networks. They would talk about the end of the world deep into the night. All these fucking fanatics have been talking about the end of the world since the beginning of the world. You want it to end so badly. Why don't you just, I don't know, fuck off. Go to another planet that already ended. Go to the middle of space where there is no world. Want it to end. I don't care. It's like bullshit you buy at a gas station. That fucking belief that the world is gonna end in 2012. You buy that, you dig that out of a gas station bathroom gas station bathroom garbage can is where you get that, is where you buy that from. There's a little guy in there. Complete bullshit. The world's not ending. Not while we're still here. Besides, the world ends all the time. It's basically what it does. How many times has the world ended and the world was perfectly fine? It's like, there have been 6 major extinctions on this planet in its lifetime. The world doesn't care. It doesn't mean the end of all things. It comes back from it. Dinosaurs weren't the only life on Earth. They died. Not everything else died. It's like, I can't even imagine a worse end of the world than what the dinosaurs went through. It's like, you're just a fucking tourist. You're just a fucking idiot tourist being like, oh, end of the world, nice. Stupid. Stupid. Get a real religion. False fucking religion. Actually, keep the object there, and then just move the polygon here, so then later I can just mirror it more easily. So here you could do this, where you change this from median point to individual origins, and then you wait. Can you? Maybe you have to change it in extrude Senate. Yeah, how do you do that actually? Anyway, fuck that. Just gonna do it the way I would do it as a kid. I would take 2 fingers, extrude them separately. I'd take the other 2. It's like, now they're separate fingers. But if you extruded these 2 together, these things would be connected. The smarty pants method. Fuck, I didn't even look at the reference. I don't know what his hands are even doing. Okay, he's got white gloves. And then you can see a little bit of his arms. Oh, great. His sleeves are like rolled up. A little bit. I don't know. Gonna be wrong. Just be wrong about it. Moon landing fake, pamphlet buff from a guy with a tinfoil hat real. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm not saying trust the government. I mean, you know, you ask me, the fucking atomic bomb was faked. I don't know. Um, although I guess seeing how Japan turned out after the bomb is probably enough evidence that it wasn't faked. Like the kind of fucked up art they'd make, like Akira. Oh yeah, they were nuclear weapons. They were nuclear weapons. Recalculating route. I hate to be critical because I know religion's supposed to be a good thing. It's supposed to be hope for people. Well, yeah, so why would you form a religion over hoping the world ends? That's not hope. Hmm. Maybe I should just put a noise texture as, like, just like a texture instead of a height map. I mean, that looks fine, but it's the wrong color. Yeah, how do I change that so I can color my noise? Oh wow. Different types of noise with parameters. Or with the same parameters. What? That looks sick. I don't know how to get that. Where's my noise? I could try making a mix. There we go, that's something. We're on to something. How do we feel about this dude? I mean, he looks alright. He needs more teeth. His face could be a little bit thinner, longer, like more foxy. Bring it in like that. I also made a raccoon recently. So that's probably the most experience I've had making critters like this one. So I believe in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a stream tonight on Fingus with my big sister. Wonder what we're gonna play. I mean, I'm only thinking about now. All I can think about is the games I'm listening to, like Earthbound and Star Fox. Hmm. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. How's his 2-point lighting? Yeah, the unfortunately this noise is like it's taking so much of the color away. Make it a little bit more colorful than I would have before, and then it should balance out. I could also give that a bump. Bump it. Barely see it, but make a small difference, I guess. I could also use that to make it look more like clothing. That's not too bad. Yeah, it could be like kind of like the make it more look like the texture, or it could be kind of wrinkled looking like clothes. I don't know. It looks like a hot dog. It's too wrinkly, I think. Or what if it was just like less? His body shouldn't look like a hot dog split in half. Now he looks like salmon. Okay. Maybe like that is fine. Or yeah, like a sheen if possible. Like a spacesuit, right? And then this also has a bump map, but I feel like it could be a little something more. Yeah, maybe just like a little bit finer. Right. I see. Yeah, like that. What about sub divide? Looks like it's made of metal now. Well, it was like a little bit silvery. I wasn't right. I didn't mean to do this. I wanted to make his that metal is just like the same as his here, oh wait, I already undid it? I do it. No, there we go. Yeah, that metal is the same as his legs. Jacket. My jacket. He took my jacket. Why does he have my jacket? Like that's just like an average Seinfeld episode. It's like someone took his jacket and is wearing it now. It's like a guy says, "Hey, nice jacket. I like your jacket." And then later he loses his jacket. He's like, "I lost my jacket." And then later he sees that guy and he's like, "Hey, it's the guy who's got my jacket." Like, is that what Jerry Seinfeld or like Larry David just like worry about all the time? That someone wants their jacket? Someone's trying to get their jacket. I mean, that may be a fear deep instilled by their mother, who constantly reminds you to wear a jacket, to get your jacket, and to have your jacket. Don't let someone I mean, no one would ever get my jacket, but maybe, you know, maybe 100 years ago that was something we had to worry about as poor immigrants. Somebody's gonna get your jacket. You're not looking. There we go. I gotta add a little bit more detail to that helmet, but he's kind of mostly done. Oh wait, there's a big thing missing. And I don't even have to look it up. I know that his tail is coming out of his pants. It just wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't. Although I probably should look it up. I don't want to. I'm gonna make it look more like a big squirrel tail. No, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Uh-oh, is he not centered? Oh, brother. Everything's off by like a micrometer. Lord, pray for me. Oh, right. That thing I knew was off center. His eyes. Fox when he sees Crystal for the first time. This thing. Everything needs to be shoved over by a tiny amount. This. What about this one? This one didn't seem like it was off. Center it. What's going on with that? Oh, I think I might need to merge by distance again. Oh, right. I have to leave. Yeah. Get to a point, as it were. Then, how come it seems to, like, make it the seams worse? Doesn't... Yeah, I mean, it's symmetrical. It's, they're flipped correctly, I think. So why is it so fuckist? I mean, it was like that before, but in a different way. What do I do about this? It's not too late to just like extrude this again. And just symmetrize it, and then boom, bam, fixed. Fixed somehow. But yeah, I'll think of something to do with this character. Probably just copy off of Fred's routine, honestly. Like, hi Star Fox, that's not my name. My team. Oh yeah, this needs metal. Let me just add a microphone, and then I'll get out of here. Any last words? Let me look at my topics for Thingus and see if there's anything that we're probably not gonna get to on the show. These are all Thingus topics, because I can't just like I can't monologue. Oh wait, I can monologue about Boss Baby could have been good. and still can. It's not too late for Boss Baby to be good. I think there's like a sort of like DreamWorks aesthetic that I don't have a taste for, and think they need to drop a bit. I mean, their art has improved a little. I thought the Wild Robot had less of like the DreamWorks like smirk, a little bit less of that of the like DreamWorks tude. Oh, that's not good. I don't really have faith in them, but I think I could do it. I think I'm looking at the Boss Baby and thinking this is gold. Maybe I might have to talk to Meredith about this actually, because she's the one who knows about babies, and it's because of her having a baby that like it made me come up with these ideas. Like also this understanding that like whoever wrote the Boss Baby had a baby recently. That's just, you know, how it looks to me, that they had a baby. You know, the people who made Yoshi's Island had a baby. People who made you know, The Incredibles, anything about a baby was made by a person who just had a baby, and they're, you know, thinking about jokes about babies. And now that I've like been exposed to babies and young children, I'm like, yeah, the Boss Baby totally could have been hilarious. It's like if it wasn't, make it instead of a boss of a company, make the baby a mob boss. Now you have a fucking recipe for really fucking funny things. The boss, he wants to see you. Like, I can imagine it. I could just imagine it. It's like everything that you would experience as a young parent, you know, as a first-time parent, you would be absolutely horrified by this mafia baby boss who's you know, he just shakes a rattle and they give you a pair of cement shoes, or you sleep with the fishes, which, you know, he gives you his toy fish to sleep with. I don't know. I think the Boss Baby would be really funny if it was a parody of mafia movies where the baby is the boss. Come on. Somebody make that. I'm not able to make it. I can only imagine it. I can tell the computer to do. Anyway. Time for me to leave. Let me read the comments and then get out of here. The God Baby. Don't forget to invest in Boss Baby coin. I'd be a guest on Thingus exclusively to complain about Boss Baby. I'm an expert at hating it. Yeah, I saw it, I think. I saw it, right? I don't know, I think I did. And, you know, Alec Baldwin, he's a little grating as the Boss Baby. There's like this very DreamWorksian face on that fucking baby. And you know, real smug motherfucking voice actor too. But like in my mind, the baby wouldn't speak much. The baby would mostly just say like it would cry. It would say no. It says no. Like, that's funny. All right, I'll leave you with that. So I should, since people voted on this, I should make it into a puppet still, but I'm out of time for that. So let me do that next time. I'll do it another time. It could happen in 3 months because this was started 3 months ago, and I actually made progress on it. So symmetrize. Should be like that, or the other way. It's like all the way back there. Symmetrize minus the positive, and there's something better about the shape of this one. I'm just perfectioning. I don't know. It's not actually perfect, so being a perfectionist is kind of a misnomer. It's kind of like shitty Star Fox. Like it's kind of like a shitty cursed Star Fox model. I mean, it's not that shitty. Spent like 3 hours on this. It's shitty. I mean, it's like pretty good. But yes. That's better. It's hard to call it done. But I think making it just like flat like that. No? No? Alright. Then that's it. Hey, where's the Oh, I got rid of his face first, so that also got rid of his mohawk. It's alright. I'll figure that out later. You're the dog of wisdom guy? My partner and I quote this every day. Cool. Ha ba ba. That's my impression of someone quoting it back at me. Ha ba ba. Ha ba da da. Yeah, I didn't give him his towel. Alright, here, let me make it real quick. I didn't make his ascot, I didn't make his towel. But I really have to leave, so here, I'll just do like I'll just do like this. There it is. Just give myself the work to do later. He's wearing like a bib. His tail is paper. He's like, get the dentist. Alright, I don't care. I have to leave. Bye. Bye.
No!
It's crashed.